Let's get this started. Hello, welcome to the hangout. It's Friday night. Friday, end of the afternoon in my part of the world. I hope you all well. If you watching the recording, this is the most boring part when it just starts. So just move forward, right? You don't have to watch everything. I hope you can hear me. There's nobody live yet, so I don't know. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I'm Sophie, and I try to go live once a week on this channel, actually on Fridays generally, just to hang out with my subscribers and try and chat and see what they want and how I can help them. Um, my channel has traditionally been about making money online, in particular with affiliate marketing. And I'm trying to find my way really at the moment. So, switching my content a little bit and doing more of a kind of bit of a vlog and yeah, well, answering people's questions. I'm always here to answer people's questions, share what I'm doing in the hope that it will help other people who want to do the same thing. Um, I was really thinking these Friday lives, I could have a sort of theme, but I admit completely that I have not had time to prepare anything for today. But I was writing a hugely long email, well, a big series of emails about affiliate marketing, about why people are mostly failing. And I was thinking, my goodness, I mean, this is stuff I could share on a YouTube live, in a YouTube video. I'm also in the process at the moment, I'm launching a live workshop with a colleague of mine. And again, the whole content creation, the product creation side to it. Now, how you create a product, how you market it, what you have to think of, all these things. I keep thinking this is really something I could share with people who want to learn this. But yeah, I've got to be more organized about it, right? It does require some preparation to to prepare a good live that teaches that. And again, if you're watching this and if you'd be interested in me making a tutorial on how to create your own product and promote it and sell it, I could do that. If you want me to create a tutorial on how to succeed with affiliate marketing, actually, I've got loads of videos about that. I could do that. Lucky, thank you for your kind words. That is so kind. Hello, Nanik. Hello, invitado. Hi, hello, everyone. Really, really happy to meet you. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what you'd like to chat about. This is an informal hangout, right? On Friday, it's informal. Sometimes we talk about depression and serious things like the meaning of life. And other times we just talk about anything, right? The weather. um, so Bob Box says you early. Yes, I am. I'm testing different times, Robert. Because if I leave it too late, I can't think anymore, and then my kids are around, and so I thought I'm going to do it early, right? Good day to you. I just wanted to step in for greetings, but I'm in the middle of creating my broadcast email for my subscribers. So, going to take off shortly. Robert, great job. You are writing an email, which is great. Did you know that email is basically what will make you the most money, right? So good for you. Absolutely great for you. And thank you for jumping in and saying hi, and no pressure. You don't have to stay. um, and Lucky says, "Have you eaten?" Um, well, it depends. I've eaten today at some point, right? Oh, thank you for all the hearts and how do you do that? How do you do these emojis once you're watching? I don't know how. that's done. But anyway, but lucky I have eaten at some point. Yes, and I'm going to eat again. I'm going to have dinner, or I would say supper, for tonight. But yeah. And Invitado says, "I love." You love. Oh, you love Sophie Soundbite. Um. Well, I don't know if I love her. Yeah, yeah, I do. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Ooh, sorry. I moved my. Let me. There you go. Let's make sure that the mic is working. I have problems with my sound sometimes. um And yeah, Lucky, in relation to food, this is a great topic, by the way. And I'm passionate about food. I have another channel called Easy and Gluten Free, which I'm trying to grow. In fact, the plan is for me to grow that. And food is a really interesting topic. So, for instance, today I went to the gym, and generally I try to eat carbs before I go to the gym because, well, it's good for me while I exercise. But after I come back from the gym, usually I'm not really hungry at all. And I've generally noticed that I do much better with a very low carb diet. I think better, I'm less depressed, um, all kinds of things. So I think food and online businesses, well, or food, and being an entrepreneur and needing to be able to think and function properly, it's a big topic. I'm really interested in that, and I might make some videos like what I eat in a day as a mompreneur. But anyway, have you eaten, Lucky? If you're still watching, I don't know, it comes and goes, right? I know people come in and out of these lives, and that's absolutely fine, but I'm wondering if you've eaten. um, and what about the rest? So, Invitado, I wonder if you saying you love the channel. That would be awesome. I mean, I'm really surprised actually. This channel is, ever since I've been publishing every day, there is growth in this channel. And I'm trying to figure out what is it that I'm doing that people actually really like, because in my mind I'm doing something really easy. I just do these little short videos every day. um but yeah, it's just I'm trying to share little bits of my life, and I'm wondering if that's interesting. If it is interesting, it's cool. Oh, your name is Josephina. Wow. Yeah, I'm just, I see the names of the YouTube channels you see when you comment. So Invitado Cellular is actually Josephina. What a lovely name, right? What a lovely name. That is beautiful. I have a little sort of, one of my cousins' daughter, I don't know what that makes her to me, is called Josephine. I think it's such a lovely name, right? Such a lovely name. Um, Vivek says, lovely name too, says, say something that I don't know and I will subscribe. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of pressure. Say something that you don't know. I bet you don't know what celebrity I met for real, in real life. Well, celebrity. He's a controversial person, and to do with the, well, in the US. Quite well known, especially at the moment. So, try to guess. Okay, no, not Jimmy Savile, no. Somebody, an American person who has always been relatively well known, but is no, not Trump. No, I've never met Trump in real life. That would be a really amazing, right? Whether you like it or not, it would be pretty incredible if I. Brianne, you on the right track. Yes, I met not Jesus. I met JFK Jr. Yes. I mean, well, no, not JFK. Robert Kennedy Jr. Vivek, you subscribe. Yes. Thank you. Jesus' mom. No, no, no. That was too long ago, right? I know I'm not that young, but you know. um, but yeah, Bobby Kennedy Jr. I met, and I've got a photo to prove it. It was amazing. And it's kind of funny to see somebody in government now who's who I met in real life, right? It's funny. Anyway, oh, Brianne, thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you for the love you in Ireland. That's awesome. Well, have a great rest of your day. Lots of love from Switzerland. I'm actually in Switzerland. That's wonderful. um, for like, if you say a word 10 letters long, Vivek, I don't know. Oh my goodness, super califragilistic, right? That's probably more than 10 letters. Hopschwitz, yeah. Switzerland, yeah. I live in the French-speaking parts of Switzerland, actually, but you know. So where are you all tuning in from? We've got someone from Ireland. Robert Soap Bob Box is in Canada. I'd love to know somebody. Josephina is putting an American flag. I think I can see, but you know, I haven't got my glasses on, so it's a bit difficult. No one. You live in Basel. Awesome. You're Albanian, but you live in Basel. Hi. Awesome. So you're not too far from me. I mean, I'm not in Basel. I'm closer to Geneva. But that's awesome. Absolutely. Vivek, you liked. Thank you. You turning into a super fan, Vivek. Vivek, where do you come from? Where are you in the world? Um, yeah. Let me know. We've got somebody from Switzerland. Oh yes. Okay. No one. You are from, you say Prizren? Is that okay? Is that in Albania, right? Or in Kosovo? So you're ethnically Kosovar Albanian, but you live in Switzerland. Okay. Yes. Well, I remember, I mean, when there was a lot of persecution of Kosovar people in Albania, there were quite a few refugees came to Switzerland. That was what, about 25 years ago, right? When there was all this awful conflict going on over there. Um, yeah. Um, but yes, so Vivek says you have to leave, so here's the rest. I live in India. Awesome. Vivek, amazing. India, I always say I want to go and visit. Thank you for dropping by. Off you go. No problem. And yeah, Kosovo, yeah. It's now illegally independent. Right. You know, Kosovo is one of these places which sadly we heard of for a while when there was the big conflict, and then we stopped hearing from it at all in the news. But I'm pretty sure there's still quite a lot of suffering going on there, right? And probably persecution. That's one of the things with the news. I mean, I don't want to get too political here, but you know, we always hear about certain conflicts, and then whenever the news decides it's not interesting, boom, it changes, and we don't hear from these countries. Or, we hear of certain countries where there's a lot of persecution, and then other countries where there's equally horrible persecution, we don't hear of them. And sometimes it annoys me because, yeah, well, anyway, lots of things annoy me about the news. Josephina, you you put a little icon, a little sticker, and then you. Um, and I don't know exactly what it means, Josephina, but thank you. I'm pretty sure it's something nice, so thank you. And no one says, but now Kosovo is far more developed than Albania and Greece. Kosovo is almost as developed as Slovenia and Croatia now. That is wonderful. Oh, and it's developing too much. Oh, okay. Is that a bad thing? Oh, Vivek, you translating. He said that he likes you. Okay, awesome. Um, um, Vivek, thank you for the translation. Thank you. And hold on, my friend from Kosovo says no and yes. So it is developing too much. It's a good thing or bad thing? Um, because too much development, when we're seeing what's happening here, right? It's not that brilliant, is it? People are going a bit mad with their mobile phones all the time and not thinking anymore, right? Oh, but no one, you say it's good. Okay. 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 It's not bad. Okay. That's good. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, some development is really good. That's true. It's just that I feel we're almost going too far now. You know, almost too much technology. I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age. I mean, I use technology all the time. I use AI every day. I'm always with my phone. I'm working on my computer. I'm very modern in that sense. But I also like to talk to real human beings. Kosovo has good roads. It uses bricks just like the Netherlands. Okay, that is good. I agree. That's brilliant. Now, I mean, all these things, that's brilliant. Yeah. And how's life in Basel then? That's like, yeah, Switzerland, it's so funny because Switzerland, because we have all these regions, right? These with different languages. If I go to Basel or Zurich or Bern or any town where they speak German, I feel like I'm in a foreign country. And I bet you, for you, it's the same if you come to the French speaking part of Switzerland. It's so funny, isn't it? There's all these different parts. I find Switzerland is a fascinating country. The way we all live very peacefully with our differences, and yeah. um, oh, Josephina, thank you for the hearts. This is so kind. I'm getting lots of love. And no one, you say it's very nice in Basel. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, honestly, the Switzerland is a good place to live. Um, Vivek says my mum took my new phone, so I'm using the old phone now. Your mum stole your phone, right? Naughty mum. Oh, Basel has some thugs, you say, just like Alton. Okay, yeah. Basel is a big city, isn't it? I live in a small village. I'm not far from Geneva. I'm about an hour away from Geneva, half an hour away from Lausanne by the lake, Geneva. But yeah, this Basel, this big city like Zurich, and yeah. And you saying that you love India. You're saying to Vivek you love India. Have you been to India? Ah, you must be so lucky. Um, you love India. Yeah, you Indian. That's amazing. No, India. What part of India are you in? Where do you live, Vivek? Because I mean, India's big, right? compared to Switzerland, especially. We've got this tiny little country. But in Switzerland, it's kind of weird how they work on roads all day. Yes, they're always working on the roads, aren't they? Oh, you haven't been to India. Okay. The best thing here is the food. Oh, yes, Vivek. You know, honestly, when I was at university, I had an Indian friend. She's called Ranjan. She's so nice. And a few times, she made real Indian food for us. Oh my goodness, it was so delicious. And I like making Indian food. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you would think it's not that nice, but I've got an Indian cookbook and I love frying the spices and making everything really tasty. And I love it. I really do. I'd love, yeah. Yeah, but you didn't even see the food of India 1%. Yeah, no, I'm sure of that. I'm sure. Obviously, I lived in London for quite a while, and I would go to some areas of London where there's many Indian people and real like Indian food for the Indian immigrants in London. And I remember it was so nice. But obviously, I'd have to come to India to taste the real food, right? And no one says in Konica, Albania, they eat pork with jam. Jam on pork. That is so strange, isn't it? Mind you, when in England they put cranberry sauce, which is sweet, with meat, right? With roasts and stuff. It's not that weird. It must be quite nice. Viveki say the best thing here you should try are samosa. Oh yeah, pani puri, dosa, and finally the chicken. Yes, must be so nice. I love yeah, I love it when it's spicy. I love the spinach, aloo, right? Spinach with potatoes. I love the chicken when there's a lot of ginger and it's really spicy. I love aubergine, eggplant as well. Really love that. Yeah. Um, and you saying at Vivek, Albanian foods are also not that much known like Indian. Famous Indian foods are like 1% of all the, yes, yeah. Fig jams. Oh yeah, wow. Fig jam. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, and Josephina says my favorite is yellow, purple, green. Your favorite color, right? Yellow, purple, and green. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And the best thing is you can all get it for just $1. Ah, must be amazing. Vivek, for me, that would be a dream. Obviously, in India, for Indians, it's $1 is probably quite a lot, right? But for us, it would be really cheap. Um, yeah, no one is saying, imagine the salary you're like that. Yeah, I imagine that. I don't know what the average wage is in India, but I guess it depends what you do. But yeah, no, it must be amazing. So there's other people watching. Where are you tuning in from? What do you like eating? Food seems to be a theme today. Oh, I sound very French. Yeah, you've got a good ear. I do speak French. I do speak French. So I grew up speaking English with my dad and French with my mum. So I'm bilingual, but yes, I do speak French. Je parle français couramment. But yeah, I decided to do this YouTube channel in English because I work online in English. Sometimes I think I should have just done a French one, right? Because when I speak French, nobody tells me I sound English. um, um, yeah, Vivek, you say, but I thought you talked like the UK. Yes. I mean, Vivek, the different people hear different things when I speak. Some people say I speak like the Queen and I speak very posh and I have a perfect British accent. Other people say in England, when I go to England, people usually think I come from South Africa. They say you have a South African accent. My father grew up in South Africa, so apparently I have a South African intonation. And then some people, not that many, some people say they hear that I have a French intonation, that I have a French accent. But not that many people. I'd say only about 10% of people pick up on that. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I definitely. I mean, I was born in England, and I spoke English, only English, the first 4 years of my life. I speak English with my kids, with my husband. Spoke English with my dad. I speak fluent English, but I also speak fluent French. Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it, Vivek? Yeah, it's funny. And the funny thing about South Africa is that my kids, when they are in England, they've they people tell them, "Do you come from South Africa?" So even though their dad is completely British and has zero South African accent, for some reason they've picked up my intonation, which is kind of weird. No one, you say, my English accent sounds mixed: Albanian, Croatian, Italian. My parents are both Albanian. My father's mum is half Croatian and half Albanian. Oh my goodness. My grandma's mum was half Croatian, half Austrian. Her mum was Austrian and I'm Albanian. You have such a fantastic family history. Wow. Yeah, all this mix. I'm fascinated by history and where people are from. I think it's so interesting, you know? And what do you feel? No one. Do you feel more Albanian, or what do you feel? I wonder. Hi, Zachariah. Yeah. Hi. Lovely to see you. Simon Rashi. No, Nashi is one of my seventh generation. Wow. You feel Albanian. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, good. Zachariah, are you from Morocco? Wow. Amazing. People tuning in from everywhere, right? Morocco. Oh my goodness. Lovely weather over there, I think. Okay, there's a song about him you can listen. Okay. Yeah, I will try to find that when I'm finished here. Yeah. Uh yes, the weather's nice, Zachariah. Yeah, I think so, right? You have a lovely name. Oh my goodness. um and I've forgotten what we were talking about now. About feelings. So Zachariah, you are Moroccan in Morocco, right? Is that right? Yeah, no, well, sorry, I always get the comments a little bit late, right? Because there's a lag. So you say you appreciate that from me about your name. I actually adore that name. I think it's a beautiful name. Absolutely beautiful. I have a friend whose son is called Zachary. And I find it such a beautiful name as well. I mean, it's the same, it's just different variations, but yeah. Okay, sure. You're originally from Morocco and you are in Morocco. Oh, awesome. It's amazing. I've never been. Yeah, I've never been to North Africa. I did have a Moroccan boyfriend at one point in my life. A very long time ago. You sobbed. Oh, thank you so much, no one. I hope my little videos are interesting. But thank you so much. Yeah, Zachariah, that was a long time ago. I was very I was young and innocent. Have you been to Bosnia? No, say Joe. I think if I read the YouTube handle right, I have never been to Bosnia. No, The closest I've been to Bosnia is Greece, I guess. But I'm not a big traveler. Okay. But no one has. He says da, which is yes, right? I think. I know that. Yeah, I haven't traveled much. I've been to England, obviously. I'm in Switzerland. I've been to Italy, to Greece, to the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, France, Spain. Yeah, I haven't not traveled that much, right? But I've stayed quite local. And I have been to South Africa, but not nothing else. Sorry, woo, there's suddenly loads of comments. Sure, and you still look innocent. Zachariah, thank you for your confidence, but I'm not that innocent anymore. Believe me. People think I'm innocent, but not that not that much. No one is speaking in, I think, well, I don't know. Ma- I don't know, maybe what, Albanian? No, I don't want to seem. What language do you speak? Originally, no one. Anyway, um, Vivek says, my mum stole my phone once again. I got the phone back just to say goodbye. Oh, Vivek, bye bye. You must tell your mum off, okay? This is not on. She can't steal your phone. Thank you for tuning in, Vivek. Hi again, no one. And Zachariah, sorry, where are you from? So, Zachariah, it's a long story. I was born in the UK, but I live in Switzerland. So I'm half British and half Swiss. My mother is Swiss. My dad was British, but my dad was originally from South Africa. So it's like a complicated story. To keep it easy, I say my dad was English, my mum is Swiss, right? um, no one says hi again. What do you hide in that basement? Ah, no, no, Sergio, nothing. I am innocent in that sense. I haven't got any crimes hidden or anything. Oh. Hopschwitz, no one, yeah. And oh, thank you, Zachariah. I'm glad I made sense. Was your dad South African British or South African Dutch? South African British. Yeah, yeah. My dad was actually Jewish, so his family fled in sort of Western Russia. They were all in the late 1800s. They were all in Lithuania, Russia, that area, sort of sort of northwest of Russia, and they fled because there were pogroms, and they went to South Africa. And my dad was even my grandparents, my dad's parents were born in South Africa. My dad was South African, and so when I say they were British South African, kind of, yeah, kind of. There were some part of the family was British, and they were definitely not Afrikaans. They were not Dutch, not Dutch South Africans. So yeah, and my dad left when he was 16. His mother died. He went to England. And that time, that was the 60s. It was easy for South Africans to go to England because it was sort of, I can't quite remember when it stopped being part of the UK, the British Empire, but it was fairly easy to emigrate go back to England. But yeah, so my dad had a big complicated story. Anyway, thank you, Zachariah. I always, yeah, I always kind of give a long explanation. I love family history, and I always sort of explain it all. Hey, Kelly, nice to see you. Yes, I'm home. It's nice to go away, but it's great to get home. Oh, I agree. Kelly, so just for the others who watching, I was away last week. Well, I was away for a week, from basically from Thursday to Wednesday night. Came back 2 days ago, and we went to London, and it was a trip for it wasn't really a holiday at all. It was a trip because my daughter had exams and I was working, and my son took his computer. He has